Welcome everyone, it's Glacier Guy, Rock the Glacier as always. This is the 29th of June, and we're working on getting some stuff painted. We got the first one of our stern guard done. If you haven't seen it before, we did the decal. I got these on Etsy, and yeah, just look for Mantis Warrior decals on Google, and you'll find them. And we put some matte varnish over top of that. But we're carrying on, and the recipe for this, I did a bunch of different layers, and I probably didn't need to, but yellow is just kind of a fickle color. So what I did is I still use my black primer. I have a lot of Vallejo black primer, and so typically my typical scheme is we start with the airbrush black primer because I have issues with rattle cans in certain areas, like certain humidity levels, so I like to just use it from the airbrush. And black seems to be the most available primer in my area, so I use black primer. And then I believe I either went pink from black, or I might have went for some of the models, might have went white then to pink. But I used pink for the undercoat. Then I used Averland Sunset, and that was fine, but it wasn't the right hue of yellow I wanted. So I ended up shooting warm yellow, and so I shot some warm yellow through the airbrush. Did an overall base coat of warm yellow. Then we went with a Fugan orange for an overall shade. After the orange dries, we did a stipple dry brush, just stippling in random patchy spots some more warm yellow, and then we went with some more stippling of golden yellow. And this is where we get into this kind of an orangish yellowed, kind of all over. And this is the way this is what it looks like before we add on the the camo pattern. And so the camo pattern uses, you can use black, but I went with Rhinox hide, and so it's a very dark brown against the yellow. It works really well, and yeah, so that's what we're doing with these. I want to wait for the wash to dry on all of these before I start doing any more stippling of the two yellows. But we made some pretty good progress for today, getting some stages done, and I like how we get it all worked out. When you have to stop and use the airbrush, at least in my opinion, it slows the process down. It doesn't make it easy. So now that I'm glad we're past all the airbrush steps, and at least for the rest of the squad, we're going to just be able to chug our way along, and maybe this whole week I can get this whole squad done by like the end of the upcoming holiday, which I think would be cool. And honestly, for like the camo pattern, it covers almost all of the armor, and so I think these are going to be some fun, quick, end of the day kind of get them done. The only problems I foresee is getting the bolters painted up against the chest armor. That might be the problem. But we'll work our way through stages, and what we're doing next, after these are all dried, we'll do the stippling, and then we'll move on. So it's been just a short little update, and I'm trying to think. Can't think of anything. Yeah, I haven't picked up any new models because it's been a while. But other than that, hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you around later. Goodbye.